Hi, Katie and Justin. I'm so glad that you were able to come and to share with me how you implemented the rhythm of Sabbath in your life. And so I just want to ask you a couple of questions and what that looked like for you guys. So Justin, how did you decide that you wanted to do this rhythm as a family?
Yeah, I think two main reasons. The first was we're just constantly encouraged to be more like Jesus. And we're kind of looking for ways to intentionally take those steps. And Sabbath was one that we had just heard a lot of resources about, felt really encouraged by some like real examples of people doing that. So we gave it a shot. So that was the first. And then the second is we are called to live differently than the world. And the world is going to always want us to be busy. So Sabbath is really counterintuitive to what everyone else around us is going to tell us to do.
Katie, what are some ways that you practice Sabbath in your family?
So we enter into Sabbath starting Friday after Justin gets home from work, basically. We have like a family dinner. We listen to Joy of the Lord by Ren Collective, and our daughter Cora, she's 2, she's always like Sabbath song, and so we would play it. So that's kind of like our entry into it. And we do a lot of prep to get there. Like I want to make sure we have like a lot of the chores done for the weekend, and we need to make sure we have like the food going into the next couple days so that we're prepared physically to just like be able to step back, and we don't have to go to the grocery store. We don't have to like do laundry, that kind of stuff. Just make sure all like the little things are planned out so that we can enter in and really just be able to relax. So Friday night we start, and then we go in through Saturday. We're trying to make it like Friday night into Saturday night to make it like a full Sabbath day, but we're still kind of we're still practicing getting through like the morning and then figuring out like afternoon stuff too. So yeah, that's it's really nice during Sabbath because we have our different ways to like rest with the Lord, and we have really little kids, so it's not like we can just like let them do their things yet. But Justin's really intentional to give me time to do what I want to do, and I try to give time for him too. So
that is so awesome, and I love the fact that you guys are doing this with 2 little kids, because you have Cora, who's 2, and Jesse's 4 months.
Yeah.
I think that's incredible, and that you're doing this now, that you can then continue this practice.
Yeah.
So tell me, what has the Lord taught you, or what has this practice really meant to you?
I think for me it's like encourage this idea that our faith in this process of becoming like Jesus is a journey. I think like we're not perfectly practicing Sabbath. You know, some of the weeks are feel more natural than others, but it's just this constant like we say, a rhythm where we're constantly going back to it.
That's awesome. Katie, what about you?
I have really loved just like knowing we have a day coming up in the week where we can just step away from obligations. Like I used to feel a lot of guilt about saying no to things, but now I'm just like, this is just part of our life. And like a lot of my friends just know like Katie's not going to come to something on a Friday or into Saturday morning because like they've got Sabbath. And that's been a really like freeing thing, building like a discipline like that into our lives. And it also just helps remind me that like even after Sabbath is over and we're going into a week, like I feel more productive because I've had rest, but also just like I look forward to the next Sabbath coming, and it helps me remember that like I'm looking forward to Jesus coming to us, and like that's like our permanent rest. We'll get to worship with him forever. So yeah.
I love that. Well, thanks you too for just taking some time and sharing with us the value of creating this rhythm. And I love what you had to say, and you've encouraged me. And so I hope our time in this explanation of Sabbath and how you guys are implementing it can be an encouragement to others in our congregation for them to take that next step and practice this rhythm of rest.